we would like to talk about how to clean data, but I'm going to give the floor to Álvaro because I think it's better to introduce SpaCY and this kind of the library, because you can clean the data with SpaCY as well. If not, you have the notebooks, you can execute, and if you have any problem, you can tell me something. Yes, of course. This is just only to you. If you don't know, if you haven't any, you can use this. But if you have your files, you can put in your drive, and there is a way to access a website using this. Yeah, but you have to look for the libraries to access to the websites. Yeah, you can do that. You can in Python almost you can do everything. Okay. Yeah. Scrapping. You can do that. Yes. Okay, I'm going to the floor to Álvaro. Here, everybody has understand. If you have a zip file, you upload a zip file and you have to uncompress, but it's not necessary. The zip is just a format. You have to change to text. It's the way to upload a less heavy file, just only. Okay. What's happening is I have always a phone in my ears. It says, no, it's true. It's true. I don't know. Maybe it hates. Sometimes I hear more the noise than you to you. So, okay. I give the floor. You have here the You have no. Here. No. It's not here. It's here.
Sí.
No, it's in the. But it's no. You have to do a lot, no.
Está en el GitHub.
Ya.
No sé si tenés ahí.
Sí, lo tengo aquí.
Bueno, voy a hablar. Te mudé. Okay, hi. I'm Álvaro. I'm going to explain how to use SpaCY, that is a Python library, to work with text. You have to open that notebook is the info goal, extracting useful information from a corpus.
I'm making the same as you. I take my file, I put in Google Drive in this moment, and now it's here, and I'm going to click, and now I have the.
This is going to be very practical, so don't be scared. It's digging for gold, extracting useful information from a corpus. 2. Cópialo y pégalo en el chat. El nombre.
No se lo tiene. Se ve.
Okay. Everyone has the file, okay? Okay, so, well, first of all, we're going to download some required packages. Just click on the play button. We are going to install the Gutenberg Py library to download it. Salva used it in a notebook. And the SpaCY model that I will explain in a bit what is this. You have to wait for the cell to run, and then if you are working on Google Colab, maybe you have to run this cell. It's a workaround to solve some issue with downloading the SpaCY model, language model. Okay, I will continue. Then we are going to import the required libraries. That is, we are going to need, requests, the Gutenberg Py text get function, SpaCY, and pandas. And also from SpaCY, we are going to use SpaCY, that is some tools to visualize information. Okay, so yes. It works. It just runs and then stops, and then you can go on with the third cell. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. What? Sorry.
Cameron,
Yes.
just one moment. If you have a question, can you just wait until someone brings you the microphone? Because if we ask questions, the people without the microphones, people on Zoom won't be able to hear as well. So, thank you.
I've just asked if the second thing is okay because it's red.
Yes, yes. The
that's
second
okay.
cell is expected to fail. Is to reset the environment to be able to use SpaCY. It's just a workaround. Yes.
And I had asked if I could do the second and third before the first finishes running.
You have to wait for the first one to finish. Yes, it's downloading something pretty large, so maybe it takes some minutes. Okay, so SpaCY is a Python library to work with text. It has a lot of tools that makes a lot of the tasks that Salva explained much easier. For example, tokenizing or avoiding stop words or even punctuation. It's very, very useful for working with text. And the way it works is the input of SpaCY is plain text. You pass this text through a model, so through a language model that we'll see in a minute. It tokenizes the text. It means that it split the text into units that are words, punctuation, numbers, and so on. And it creates a doc file that it's like a container for the tokens.
And it's more intelligent than the split. Okay, split is only for blanks, but SpaCY is training in the language. There are a lot of models. In fact, they take time because it's downloading the models. In this case, it's English, and there are different kind of models, small, large. So you can make, depending on the model, you can make more things or less things. Okay, and it's training in the language. So it's expected that the split function will be more intelligent than the simple split function of Python. This is the point actually for using this kind of libraries that is closer to the human tokenization. Okay, this is the point.
Yeah, there are models for almost every language. If you just Google SpaCY model, you'll get a list of the models and how to download it. It's pretty easy. You choose the language, and you can just copy and paste and to use the model you want. Okay, so back to our notebook. And this is like the steps that the NLP module, the language model, is going to make. Like first, it tokenizes the text, and then it tags the text with the part of speech tag. Then you can run the dependency parser to see the grammatical relation between them. NERV, for example, that tries to detect named entities like name of cities, organization, and so on. We'll see examples for everything. Okay, so now we are going to load the language model. And we are going, yes.
Is it limited to certain languages, or can you come from language?
Sorry, can you?
Is it limited to certain languages, or it can come from language?
No, it's limited to certain languages. You have to train a model on the language. There are a lot of languages, like most common. They probably have a model for SpaCY, but yeah, it's not like any language.
Okay. If you want a specific language, it's not in the options. That means that you have to train. You can try to train the SpaCY for your language or your language. Okay.
Yeah, those are the available languages. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can you see? ¿Cómo se hace más grande? Hazlo grande todo. Yeah. Well, Chinese, Croatian, Catalan, Danish, Dutch. It has multi-language, but I don't know how it works. But yeah, it has it's more or less a complete set of modern languages. ¿Dónde estoy? ¿Lo vieron? Es que no se ve. El de antes. Ahí. No, este no es.
No sé, el otro.
Okay, so now we are going to load the model. Okay. SpaCY offers variation for a language model. Some are smaller but less accurate, and a bigger version that it's more accurate, but it's usually bigger in size. Okay.
And we can continue.
Okay. We're going to stop. Just run this cell to. Okay. Sorry. I didn't run this cell. The import. And just let the cell execute the cell. And we'll see a bit more later. Okay, we are going to make
a break.
Yes.
A break for the coffee. It's the same place, coffee, and we can come back maybe 5 minutes before, just because if not, it's Javier waiting for us, and we need at least 15 minutes for finish. 15 minutes for finish. So if you don't mind to come maybe 5 minutes, we can try to organize everything. Okay.
Yeah, this is very useful and interesting, I promise, and very practical.